What arose during our visioning were these four things: that we were being called to be more present, that we were being called to be more visible, that we were being called to be more accessible, and we were being called to be more committed. And I am sharing this with the whole community because I feel this is our call for all of us. That are we willing to actually be really present with like horrible things like suicide and depression and loss and disconnect? Are we really willing to be present with that? Are we willing to be present with the uncomfortableness that arises anytime you are in community, right? Are we willing to be visible, to say, I am here for you, I am here for me, I am here? And are we making ourselves accessible? Are we actually reaching out? Are we just standing in our own space, our own sphere, and waiting for somebody to bump up against us? Because what it asks of us is that we be more committed to each other, more committed to ourself. Because here's the thing about the Sacred Sangha: it's all lovely to sit on your cushion by yourself. It's beautiful to have a practice where you are just with yourself. Maybe you've got a loved one in there with you, right? But the real growth that happens for all of us is when we're actually rubbing up against each other. And I know it's not always pleasant. I know that there are people who just annoy us, right? Who just work our last nerve. Like that, and that is part of the Sacred Sangha. I really want you to understand this. Sacred Sangha doesn't mean kumbaya. It does not mean that we're all just peace, love, and understanding. What it means is that we are willing to stand with each other in that space as we rub up against each other and know principle, practice what we believe, practice the truth of who we are, which is that you are divine. You are annoying me, but you are divine. You hurt me. I am so hurt by something you said, by something you did, and yet there is something deeper going on. There is something more powerful going on. This is what the power of community is for: to illuminate for us the parts of ourselves that are crying out for healing. Because I can't see my shadow. Every time I turn, my shadow comes with me. I can't see it. I can only see it illuminated by you, by how you look at me, by the things that I project onto you, right? Or you project onto me, right? And the invitation is that we deepen into our principles, our practices, and we say, what is mine here? What is trying to be healed here? How can I show up as more love here for myself and for the person that I'm interacting with? And that asks, it invites us, it really is that everything that irritates us in others can lead us to a better understanding of ourselves. And I know that's hard to swallow sometimes, but that is the truth. And we don't always irritate each other, right? I mean, that's only part of what happens when we're in community. There's the other aspect of community where we get to just lean into each other, that we get to call people up. You get to sit. I sat with friends who just held me like a baby as I cried, right? That is the power of Sacred Sangha as well.